Alright, so a little bit different of a video today. Just doing a little bit of, I don't know, fixing on my ZX6R. I'm going to be wiring in a fan switch because my fan doesn't work. So I've already got wires ran here. You just have to figure out which one's your positive and negative and tap into the existing wires for the fan. But anyway, this one with tape here is definitely my power. This is my ground. And then a quick way to test if you need to. I mean, you can always test with a voltage reader, but you know, have the key on, and if you touch this to something metal, it'll spark a little bit. The ground will definitely not. So I've already done that. I already know because I've got this one taped up for sure. So, and this is the one that's coming, this wire here, to my battery. So I'm gonna disconnect the positive here. I do need to fix this wire. There's a little bit of play in there. That's not the correct butt connector for the gauge wire that we need. So I kind of just been having issues, so now I'm just kind of like for sure fixing it. That way it works and the fan don't cut off on me, and I know it's going to work every single time. So don't mind all this. This is for the E46. If you haven't watched the E46 videos, I've got a couple. Right now I'm taking everything apart, getting the head off, and then I'm going to send the head out to the machine shop to get resurfaced and cleaned, and then if I have to get it rebuilt, I'll get it rebuilt. Let's hope not, but I don't know, it probably will. So I've kind of been taking a little bit of a break. The Miata's gone, and I've just got this. So yeah, anyway, enough rambling. This is kind of my switch that I'm going to be using. It's a waterproof switch, and because it's for the motorcycle, waterproof is going to be the way to go. So put that down, and we'll get this off. Get some wire crimpers, some wire strippers, and this little 10mm for this, and we'll go ahead and wire this in and just test everything and make sure that it works. And you know, I'll show you how to do this. Alright, so first thing we did is take off the positive terminal. I've got the motorcycle terminals are a little interesting. You can't just tuck them out of the way like cars, at least on this one. So what we're doing is just putting a little rag right there, a little shop rag, and just making sure that doesn't have any connection there, any power. Could take off the ground too. It is kind of a pain to get these things together, so just one of them's bad enough. So anyway, like I said, I need to fix this on here, so I need to find the red one because that's the correct gauge. So go to my terminal kit here, get the red one, and then what I want to do is just make sure it's going to fit around the bolt, because that's where it's going to sit. So take this like so, try and stick it around there. There we go. And we've got that contact there, so it's sitting right around there. So once I tighten this bolt down, it'll sit in there good, and we'll be able to have that connection that we need. So back down to the wire, let's go ahead and remove this one here. It'll just kind of take like some persuasion. You might have to use the wire crimpers to kind of uncrimp it or crimp it the other way. Do whatever you got to do, rip it, whatever, if that's your last case scenario, or cut it and extend the wire as needed to get back to the positive terminal. So let me go ahead, get that off, and then crimp this on there, and then we'll go ahead and show the rest. Alright, so this is what this is going to look like when you're done, just like that. You could use one of the circular ones like this, but in my case the bolts is actually a little too thick, so it will not fit on there unless I go a couple gauges up, and that'll just cause a wire to not have good enough connection. So I ain't gonna do it like that. I'm gonna do it like this, how I had it. So now we'll go ahead and open this up and locate our positive and negative, whichever one of these is, and then we correspond that with negative here and positive, the one that's with the tape. So if you've got a switch like I do, you've got in the off position right there, so it's facing down, and then you could flick it on to the on position, and it'll just say on right there. There is no kind of middle, it's just on or off. So basically Since off is down here, that's going to mean that this right here is going to be our negative and this will be our positive. It doesn't label that, but it's the only one that could actually make sense because this is the way it is when it flips the switch to on up here and then to off down here. So anyway, we are going to go ahead and, you know, don't lose track of your little screws because that's how we're going to connect the wires there. But again, using our 16 to 22 gauge terminal connectors, we're going to take these circular ones, and the reason why I'm using the circular ones now instead of earlier is because the screw is actually a little bit smaller, so this should fit through there a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and set this down for 1 second, and then we'll go ahead and just test fit it and just make sure. So yep, sits in there a lot better. This screw is just so much smaller and there's a lot of room in here. Don't worry about it moving, kind of like that. Don't worry about it moving. That's not going to matter. Once it's all tightened down, then you'll be fine. So we'll take this screw, put it somewhere safe, and we'll go ahead and connect this butt connector to the negative, and then the same one, like another one, the same style, to the positive. Alright, so we've got one on the negative. Now we need to put one on the positive. Just make sure you've got enough wire sticking out, not too much jacket sticking out. It needs to be just enough so that it slides in through here, but you don't have your wire all exposed. Alright, so this is our positive, this is our negative, okay? So then we just, you know, go ahead and give it a little pull with 2 hands. Just hold the wire here, pull the other end. Make sure you don't have any play, and if you don't, then that means we're good to go ahead and get our toggle switch and set it up. Like I said, for me, positive will be up top here, the bottom, the ground will be the negative down there. So I'll set this up kind of how I want. Here I'll end up probably just using a little zip tie or something. Probably not the nicest way to do it, but oh well, I don't really care. As you can tell, the bike's not that nice. I mean, it's okay, but it's not the nicest thing in the world, so I'm not going to dress this up like a show bike. But yeah, let me go ahead and put these on the corresponding things, and then use the little screws to go ahead and screw it in, and then we'll go ahead and reconnect the battery and test it, and then make sure everything works. Alright, so now we've got positive and negative hooked up, like I said, to the corresponding points. So on up top, positive wire that runs all the way to the battery. Negative, that's going to a ground. Alright, so in the off position, that's where we're at. So basically now everything is all hooked up, and before I go ahead and mount this up, I just want to make sure everything works. Not because, you know, you don't trust your work, but you always just want to make sure before you finalize it, put it all back together. You'd hate to be for a loose wire connection or something somewhere, something stupid. Anyway, let's go ahead now, angle this down. So now this should work without the bike being on. Hear that? Turn it off, just like that. So, you know, basically you don't want to have your positive and your negative touching. That will spark. So if you would like to, you could put some electrical tape around. I might, just because I like the, you know, black all just being in here. But yeah, electrical tape, make sure it's in the off position, and take your key out, tape it up, and this is waterproof. I chose that specifically, so there will be no issues with that. This kind of process works on, you know, like car or anything. So for me, what was bad here, I had everything good. I had a switch, but the switch itself went bad. So, oh well, that's fine. Got a new switch. This one's a lot nicer. It's a lot better anyways. But yeah, so we did that. And on to talk about kind of, I guess, just why I haven't posted recently. I mean, I'll just keep it a buck. I mean, I've just been kind of, I don't know, money been a little tight. I'm not gonna lie, money's been a little tight. Just kind of like having, you know, all the vehicles and just things happening so fast. I mean, if you're new to the channel, I mean, the channel is new. I mean, and I'm not rich by any means, so you know, a lot of things have happened very, very quick. I got the Miata in like November. I picked up this thing last month, and then I just picked up the BMW like a week and a half ago maybe, and you know, had to, you know, spend the money on that, rent the trailers, spend the gas money to get there and back. I went to Georgia to get the car, so just kind of, you know, I don't know, slowing down, I guess, a little bit. Now I've got the BMW sitting, you know, in pieces in my shop. So, you know, here's kind of just, I've got a lot of things I need to put it back together, but I need to get the head resurfaced first, and just kind of, you know, let me open this crap up. Open this damn thing up. So I still need to actually pull the head off. I got to pull off the exhaust manifolds, and then yank the valve cover and start working on getting the head out. But everything, you know, is pretty much out. Got a lot of things out: my radiator fans, intake manifold, yada 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 yada, coil packs, a lot of stuff. So yeah, I just kind of been like, you know, I want to make sure that I do it right. It's like, you know, it is a drift car, so I'm not trying to make it like perfect, but if I'm in there touching timing, I might as well change timing chain and get a timing chain kit, blah blah blah. I mean, all that stuff adds up. I mean, let's be real. I'm not a you know, rich guy, not, you know, on YouTube making racks. You know, this is just what I do. You know, this is what I do for fun. So you know, be patient, bear with me. You know, I'm trying, but you know, I've got, you know, $600 worth of cooling parts, you know, just sitting here, and you know, I got to do head work and yada yada yada. So I just want to get this thing right. When I bring it out on the track, I just want it to be good. I want no cooling issues. I want none of that. I just want to be straight, go out there, drive it, have fun, have a good time. Also, like the previous owner kind of like was using the clutch hella because the diff is open, and he was mad beating on the clutch to drift it. So I might have to do the clutch. So long story short, I'm not going to make it to the event on the 18th this month. I won't make it to Learner's Day. There's no way, even if they hit me up and say, you know, hey, we can you know, we can get you in, we can get a spot for you, like I literally won't be able to. I won't be able to. I mean, I could forward the ticket, but the car just won't be ready, and I won't have everything I need. So kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I guess it's a marathon, not a sprint, right? So yeah, speaking of sprint, man, you already know. So this has the brackets on the side, like the holes for the brackets on the side and on the bottom. I'm keeping the seat. I kept it off the Miata, so I'm gonna try and fit the Sparko on the E46. I'll have to get a new seat bracket for that, but I've got my bolts and I've got what I need. So I figured, I was like, nah, like I'm not gonna sell it with the car. I want to try and do what I can. I mean, it already just takes so much money, so I gotta use everything I can, reuse everything and anything I can. So yeah, speaking of sprint, the Sparko is going in the E46. Need to get harness bar. I already have the harnesses, which I haven't even shown on camera yet, but I have NRG harnesses, brand new, just sitting in the box in my room. So I need to, a lot of stuff needs to happen to the E46. Just glad everything's happening, because once I'm on the track, I kind of know where everything's at, how to fix things, and how to do it fast and efficient. So that way I can get back out on the track, rip it, have more fun with people, and just kind of, you know, enjoy my time. So yeah, and then what does that mean for kind of plans? I will be getting a more capable tow rig. I got this one pretty cheap, so I'll just be selling it, flipping it, make some money on it, and get something bigger, get something that's going to be able to tow a lot better. Just tow 5,000 pounds, and this car is like, you know, 3,200-ish, something like that. But with the trailer, there's no way I'll be able to get spare wheels and tires and tools. There's just no way. I'll be overloaded. I'll be so damn overloaded, it's not even funny. So that's what I need to do. lot of stuff's just got to go down, and still before next month, it's like, damn, that's a stretch. But you know, I'm just trying to do everything I can so I can make it out there, and get out there and finally do this, man. Like driving is the one thing like I want to do. Like for the longest time, I had all these cars and I just wasn't driving, I wasn't using it. But I'm gonna beat the piss out of this E46, and I'm about to just have the best damn time I can with it, and just enjoy every moment. So appreciate y'all, you know, watching, tuning in. You know, it's a beautiful day out here in sunny Florida, so I hope you guys like the content, and like I said, just be patient. I'll be putting some stuff out. Just be patient. Like I said, it's just taking a lot of money right now, so got a lot of things going on, but nonetheless, appreciate y'all watching, like I said, and definitely see the growth in the channel. That's just amazing, honestly. Started this channel like 2020, but I just started getting kind of serious with just kind of filming like what I'm doing here, so and building a car, you know, and committing to it. So love the E46. It's gonna be a great chassis to learn on. Maybe an engine swap in the future, because I doubt I'll be dealing with this BMW stuff forever. Or maybe I will throw a turbo, I don't know yet, I haven't decided yet. But for now, we just gonna get it running, we just gonna keep moving. We gonna make it to this event, and I'ma still enjoy my bike, because now I got the fan working, we ain't gotta overheat no more. Let me throw this electrical tape on. Appreciate y'all watching, man. Hope y'all learned something with wiring up the fan switch. So y'all have a good one.